I'm back to share another journal with you today. This, I don't know, this is just me. This is things that I keep and what I've kept through the years. And honestly, thought myself defective because of it. And now, junk journals. So my resourcefulness is paying off finally. I have no idea what this is from. I just thought it was cool, so I kept it. And now it makes an awesome little closure. You've seen some of this stuff already. Some of it, is from my stash. Some of it I've kept templates so I can redraw it. This book is for a friend who is suffering in pain. And I hope to give her an outlet to distract her from that for at least a minute. And hopefully she can keep track of some thoughts that encourage her in it. Plenty of blank writing space, along with red and black, our favorite colors. And since her son passed, yellow has also been special on her heart for some reason. She doesn't know why. So we're putting some of that in too. Little red hen. This was a drawing that I made inspired by the design on a facial tissue box, actually. And then there's lots of verses in here. I won't show you all of them, but you get the idea. And this originally was paper towel that I doodle on when I'm on the phone, but I loved all the little designs that came out of the design on the paper towel, so I photocopied it, because why not? So fun, right? So in each spread I tried to be aware that there was some black and red and yellow on each display. That was from a Reader's Digest, as was this coupon. And I just loved little things here, like it says, because you need all the help you can get. Oh, you gotta have a sense of humor when you're in pain. So hopefully that will help. That had the yellow and the red, and of course the black outlines from the drawing. That just happens to be on the back side, and it's pretty, so I didn't cover it with anything else. And then for whatever reason, I thought to look up the meanings of the colors, which I thought would be fun too for her. And then this just had the colors in there, and then black and white on the back. And then that's some of my original art. Again, I keep the template so I can remake that for whatever color theme I'm going with. And then I just loved how the Toyota ad said, "You got it." Another hymn page and verse tacked in there. And that flower with the yellow center was just gorgeous, so I popped that onto black cardstock. And then this is just frayed fabric at the bottom of cardstock. And then this is a piece of vellum. that it's all just paper clipped in there together. I just did this little cluster on there. And then she was born in 59. So I thought that was fun. Yep. Had to think for a minute, is that why I put that? But it is. This was off a vintage address card contraption. And again, some of the pages are just because the colors. You got the red, the yellow, and a little bit of the black peeking through. And this one, the car was red and yellow, of course, black tops and black tires. So I attached it so that this is a pocket coming from this side and this is a pocket coming from that side. Space to glue her own stuff in underneath there if she wants to. The little heart from stopping to stop it from falling through. I'm happy with how this little cluster turned out. Let's do a close-up on that one. Is that so cute? So that was a stamp, obviously, a little scrap of fabric, and then this is a scrunched tea bag, which I used chalk to spread the color over there and kind of camouflage the picture behind the ad. But I just loved how it said, time to break out the good stuff. And then Matthew 5:16 talked about, so men and women everywhere can see your good actions and see creation at its fullest, see your devotion to me. And she does that. The stuff this friend has been through and she still shines for Jesus is just amazing. So, oh, I had that the other way around, didn't I? There we go. Oh yeah, and that was just some more verses I had on this side of the tuck. And I glued this half of the folded doily to the flap so that the adhesive doesn't accidentally get stuck down from humidity or whatever. And then that's a pocket. And then this is a pocket at the top also. Just fun papers. Just stapled this playing card on here, and that is a tuck. Just a piece of the paper that matches one of the cutoffs from the pages. And then that tucks behind, and the lace with the button and the ribbon. This fold I learned from Kathleen Mower, I think is her last name. I don't remember her channel name though. It might be her name. Anyways, I thought that was fun and cute, so I did that. And it makes a neat layering effect on the next page too. Then this little fabric pocket was quite loose, so I just stuffed it with a bunch of goodies. These are short verses, and then that's just a a punch out from a cardstock. And this is the song Tear Off the Roof by Brandon Lake. And I printed it out on pages and then glued it together so it's the whole thing is connected like that to put in the sheath. Basically praying that song for her healing, for her spine right now. And then this had the red and the yellow, so and the black writing, but still I also put the ribbon on it for a little touch of cuteness, another cutoff there. So that just makes for a fun pocket full of goodies. This was artwork that my daughter created and I had made into cards. So that worked out perfect for this bold page. This is a tip I learned from, I can't remember who it was. I saved the video. I'll put it in the description if I can find it. She said to use corrugated cardboard with the layer peeled off to make lines. So these can be writing lines. And I just loved the rugged effect that it gave. And this I learned from a card making, but I did it just with paper. So you fold, fold, fold. Nope, I did the wrong one first. Fold left, top, right, and then the bottom tucks in there, and then it stays closed by itself. That's just so cool. And then this one is tied. This was another idea from somebody else on YouTube. I will try to link the videos. And it's just a little fold out that ties. There again, I used the cardboard lines. This is another little playing card. It was a mini deck. And then this was original art that I had made that I photocopied. I just did a page of squares and doodled while I was listening to television. Sometimes I'm antsy and I just need something for my hands to do where I can't focus on the TV. And then this particular piece of paper had the printed information on the back because it's meant for scrapbooking. So I just sort of camouflaged that with washi tape. Whoops. Little cluster with a hand button. I thought this was great. Yesterday's crossed off, tomorrow's crossed off, because today has enough trouble of its own. This was a card someone sent to me when I was hurting. So I saved that because it was so pretty, and now that works perfect in this page. It's a folded legal page, and that was some of my art that I also saved to trace over, actually. So she can color that in if she wants to, or just leave it black and white. But this was from a magazine cover. Thank you for spending time with me today.